Hey, Heidi, where are you now?
Edwin, I'm in a hurry. Can we talk later?
I don't care what it is. Why aren't you here at this hour? Do you know that today is a very important day? Today is your mother in law's birthday. Why hasn't the celebratory feast been prepared yet? What the heck is going on?
Sorry, Edwin. I just haven't been able to get home today. Sorry, but I just can't make it to the party today.
What? Are you crazy? This is the all important party for my dear mother's 60th birthday. How could you be absent on such an important day?
I'm sorry, but something terrible has happened.
Yeah, that's right. Terrible thing is that you haven't finished preparing the party yet. But you said you can't go home to prepare it.
Edwin, come on! I just got a call from the hospital, and I heard that my mom just collapsed and had to be taken to the emergency room.
What? Your mom collapsed?
Yeah, from what the doctor is telling me, her condition isn't life-threatening, but they really want a family member to come and see her at the hospital. So I have to go see her. I'm sorry, but I can't afford to leave this be. I'm going to have to ask you to handle the party on your own. Sorry, I just have to get to the hospital.
Hey, wait. Hold on. Yes, sure. I get that her falling over is a problem. But you said her condition isn't life-threatening, right? So why do you need to be in such a rush to go to the hospital? You don't need to go, do you?
I'm sorry. What? Don't need to go? What do you mean, Edwin?
Look, even if you try to make a mad dash for the hospital, it's not like you being there is going to somehow make her get better faster, is it? So I think that your highest priority should be coming to my mother's 60th birthday party, as we had originally pleaded. Your mom will be fine, I'm sure of it. It wouldn't be a problem if you rushed over afterwards, would it?
What are you talking about? Of course there would be a problem with that. Don't you understand how serious the situation is? Just because it isn't life-threatening doesn't mean it should just be ignored. You know how much I care about my mother. Besides, this is your mother-in-law. Can't you care for her even a little bit?
Listen to yourself. Don't you know how important my mother is to me too? It's her 60th birthday. No matter how you think about it, celebrating her is the number one priority here.
What? Do you seriously think that?
This birthday is a huge deal. My brother's family and tons of my relatives are going to be here. If you can't be around to organize as the wife of the eldest son of the family, it's going to cause all sorts of problems. So, of course, things can't just go as planned without you there. You can't just drop out of it all now.
Look, if you're worried about the meal, it's already taken care of. The food I ordered should be arriving soon, and the rest of you should be able to celebrate just fine. You're the eldest son of the family. You can manage the party just fine, can't you?
Even if I could handle it, I wouldn't. Why do I have to be the one to deal with all the annoying work? That's a woman's job. Got it? Who do you think is the one paying for all the food we ordered to begin with? I did my part.
Could you pay the guy when he arrives? I can pay you back afterwards.
Don't joke around. I don't have my wallet on me, and there isn't any cash around the house either.
Then just borrow some from one of your relatives or something. We can pay them back later. You can explain this situation to them and tell them that you'll pay them back, can't you?
Are you stupid or something? What do you think it would look like if I, the eldest son of the family who's holding the party, has to ask other people to pay for him? Are you really just looking for ways to embarrass me or something?
Oh, come on already. I am worried sick about my mother in the freaking hospital, and all you can do is complain? I don't have time to argue with you about this. This isn't that hard of a thing to deal with. Stop worrying about your damn ego and ask your family for help. They'll understand if you just explain the situation. I have to be going now. Goodbye. What the hell is going on, Heidi? I can't believe you would dare to not attend my 60th birthday celebration. Are you trying to imply something about me by your absence? No, not at all. Please let me explain, Miss Athena. Please, that wasn't my intention at all. If that's so, you should already be on your way here. Not only because it's my 60th birthday, but because all of our relatives will be arriving too, remember? How could you think it would be acceptable for the wife of my oldest son to just not show up at such an event? I'm sorry, but today I had no other choice but to be absent from the festivities. Ha! You believe that kind of apology will absolve you of all responsibility? It is not a good look for you to be here, to manage the whole event, you know. Honestly, I can't believe I have to even be the one telling you this. The person whose party it is. It's almost unthinkable. Do you have any idea how thoughtless you are being right now? This is absolutely insulting. Look, I'm sorry, Miss Athena. I really am. I know how important this celebration is. But I couldn't participate after getting news that my mother collapsed and was taken to the hospital. I just have to be by her side during this time of crisis. What did you say? What do you mean? Time of crisis? Yeah, I just explained it. Didn't you also hear it from Edwin? Well, I heard from him that she fell over or something. But you're saying it's a big crisis? Well, actually, she collapsed. She had to be taken to the hospital. I only just arrived at the hospital just now. I'm sorry, but I can't make it there today. I have to see my mom. I will come see you some other time to give you the gift I had bought. So please, just go and enjoy your birthday celebration with the rest of the family. Wait! What? What is going on? I can't believe that your mother would just collapse today of all days. This is supposed to be a day all about celebrating my 60th birthday. For there to be such a crisis happening, it's not supposed to be such a joyous day. Okay, look, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to cancel things today. Understand? I'm going to be spending the rest of the day by my mom's side. Goodbye!
Come on already, Heidi. When are you going to get back here? It's been over an hour.
Huh? Over an hour?
You've been at the hospital for a while already, right? You certainly must have confirmed how she's doing by now, right? So now that you've done all you can over there, just get back here already. I mean, it's my mom's 60th birthday after all.
Okay, just hold it right there, Edwin. There's no way I could just go back in the state I'm in right now. I am not coming back anytime soon.
What? Really? When are you going to stop being so damn selfish about this? It's not like your mother died or anything. Get over it already. There's no reason for you to just be sitting around there like a freaking chaperone. She has nurses for that. You've worried about your mother enough. Now come on and celebrate my mother's birthday with her.
Why are you taking this situation so lightly? I heard from one of the nurses that my mother had collapsed because she had a heart attack. Sure, her life isn't in danger, but she still hasn't regained consciousness. And even if she does regain consciousness soon, they're telling me she'll likely have to stay in the hospital for multiple days. I'm positively sick with worry. There's no way I could be in the mood to attend a birthday celebration in this state. I would just bring down the mood.
I'm not taking anything lightly. You're just going off saying ridiculous things. What's going to happen with my mother's birthday celebration then? It's her 60th. That's a really big deal, remember? This is one of the biggest family gatherings we're going to have in a very long time. Maybe ever. You're crazy if you think you can just not be here for it.
I don't care how crazy you think it is. This is a serious problem for me. Believe me, if this hadn't happened, I would be all for taking part in the celebration, no questions asked. But there's no denying that things have taken a drastic turn for the worse today. It's totally out of the ordinary.
Look, I hope you realize that I'm not the only one you're pissing off by just selfishly choosing to not be here. My mother is seething with rage here. She was ranting on and on about how your mother had to collapse on her special day and just stormed out the door.
She what?
This is all your fault, you know. You just had to decide to go off on your own on the worst possible day to do so. You are my wife. Don't you realize how important your position is? You and your stupid mother have gone and completely ruined my reputation in the family. All my relatives are criticizing me for screwing up the whole situation, wondering what in the world is going on.
Hey, enough! How dare you insult my mom? And are you even listening to yourself? My mother just had a heart attack, is still unconscious, and you're angry with me about your reputation? How is that all you're worried about? Does your wife's family matter to you that little?
Oh, shut up. Stop whining to me. I couldn't care less about what trivial issues you're dealing with right now.
I can't believe you! You make me feel so disappointed.
My whole family has finally managed to come together for this one special day, and my wife isn't there. The food's arrived, and the guest of honor. My mother isn't even here to enjoy it because you pissed her off so badly. Oh, and I forgot to mention, she's also pissed off that you made her pay for it too. You're just the worst wife imaginable. Do you always throw parties where you make the guests pay for the food?
Are you serious? With your entire family arriving? You decided to ask your mother for help with the payment before anyone else?
Well, yeah. That's part of why she's so pissed off. Again, this is all your fault. You need to get back from the hospital and start looking for her. Once you find her, you need to pay her back for the money she had to spend on that food you had delivered. If you don't, you can be sure we're going to get a divorce.
What? A divorce?
Yeah, a divorce. An idiot wife like you is totally worthless to me if you can't even realize when you screwed up. So I have to teach you a lesson somehow. How else will you learn to stop doing such monumentally stupid things?
So you're saying that this means divorce, then? That your way of teaching me a lesson is to divorce me?
Well, duh. That should be obvious. You are really dumb. I mean, it's your fault. I've had to deal with all of this shame today. So if you don't hurry up, come back from that stupid hospital and fix all of this, we're going to get divorced. And don't challenge me. If you don't want that to happen, you better get searching for my mother. And when you get back, I want you to get on your hands and knees and beg my family for their forgiveness. Explain to them how you're so thoroughly incompetent that you ruined everything about today's festivities for them, and then plead for their forgiveness. And while you're at it, make sure you make it clear how it was solely your fault to make sure they know I did nothing wrong.
Have you gone completely insane?
I am completely serious. You get it now? If you're going to cancel my dear mother's 60th birthday party over something trivial, then we're getting divorced. If you don't want that to happen, then get back here and get begging.
Well, my idiotic son. Can you include me on the people you're cutting out of your life as well?
Huh? Wait. Who are you talking about?
You certainly said a lot of ridiculous things to Heidi just now, didn't you? Even though her mother had just collapsed and was hospitalized? In such a concerning time for her, you tell her to either beg for forgiveness or get divorced. Edwin, Athena, when in the world did you become such a horribly cruel and idiotic man? I can't stand to even call you my son. As a mother, I think you are absolutely deplorable.
Oh, wait, mother. Why are you texting from Heidi's phone? What's going on? I'm completely lost. Didn't you just leave the house a little while ago?
Yes, I did, and headed straight for the hospital. And I just happened to meet up with Heidi only a few seconds ago. And that's when I saw the absolutely abhorrent messages you were sending her. You've been spouting such utter nonsense that its sheer idiocy has given me a splitting headache.
Wait, what? You left to rush to the hospital? What made you suddenly have to go and rush to the hospital? Why?
It's obvious, isn't it? Heidi's mother's situation is a much more important thing to worry about right now. Even if she isn't in a life-threatening situation, she still hasn't woken up. I couldn't just stand idly by and not be there for her.
What? I don't understand what you're talking about. Thanks to Heidi's mother collapsing, the party today got totally ruined, didn't it? All of that effort and planning just went to waste. All because of that. Weren't you just storming out of the house in anger just a while ago? I thought you were as angry about the situation as I was. Why did you feel the need to go to the hospital of all places? I don't understand.
What are you talking about? I wasn't angry at all. In fact, the whole reason I went to the hospital was because it's my birthday today.
What?
To suddenly collapse and have to be taken to the emergency room and then not regain consciousness? Do you have any idea how dire of a situation that is? Yes, today is my birthday. That's right. I felt that if such a happy person full of life were to come be by her side, she would certainly wake up. I've always believed that only good things can happen on your birthday. So if I came to the hospital, I felt she would have to wake up. Since it's my birthday, something good would have to happen at the hospital, seeing Heidi's mother regain consciousness.
I just don't get it. I don't get any of this. Why do you get so worked up and start worrying about Heidi's mother all of a sudden? I mean, it's just my wife's mother after all. She's got nothing to do with any of us, does she?
Excuse me? What is so wrong with me being worried about a dear friend of mine?
What?
I'm going to cancel the whole party. We can always have it later. Please, have the rest of the family go. I'll talk to all of them about it later. Well, it would be a shame for them to come all this way, only to leave empty-handed and never having celebrated anything. Oh, Heidi had all of that food delivered, right? Make sure our relatives take as much of it home with them as they want. It would be a shame to have all of that go to waste.
Hold on. You're going too fast here. What are you talking about? A dear friend of yours?
I don't have time to explain things to you, you blithering idiot. Just make sure that our relatives know that the party isn't going to happen and that they're free to take as much of the food as they would like with them. And after they're all gone, you get out of the house too. After today, I no longer consider you my son.
Huh? What the heck is going on, Mom?
That's all. Goodbye. I don't want to see you at my home ever again. Understand?
Hey, Heidi, what the heck has been going on? I never knew that your mother and mine were good friends. Did you know about this? I asked all of my relatives, and they hadn't known about this at all.
Hey, I had no idea either. But just a little while ago, Miss Athena explained everything to me. It sounds like the two of them are actually pretty good friends.
Huh? Really?
Yeah. Recently, my mom started attending a knitting class, right? She met Miss Athena there, and little by little, they got to know each other better and eventually became good friends.
No way. There is no way that could have happened. My mom is a stubborn old hag. There's no way she could make friends with somebody so easily. She only does knitting because it's a hobby that someone can enjoy alone anyway. So how on earth could she ever end up getting along with someone else? And out of all the people in the world, she ends up being friends with your mom?
I mean, I was surprised too. Sure, but it sounds like they really do get along quite well. My mom seems especially attached to your mom, honestly. She's just been going on and on about all sorts of things they do together. It sounds like they have a lot of fun being around each other. My mom's usually a pretty modest, humble person, but she laughed and said that Miss Athena is a really fun person to be around.
She said that my mother is a fun person?
Well, yeah. My mom thankfully regained consciousness just a little while ago, and they've been talking nonstop since. That's how I got to hear about how their whole relationship is. Frankly, I'm just glad that my mom can still talk.
I never knew my mom could get along with anyone.
Hey, I had no idea either. It certainly caught me by surprise. The moment my mom opened her eyes, Miss Athena just let out a joyful cry and started sobbing. She seemed more relieved than I was, and I'm the daughter here. She must really care about my mom.
Seriously, my stubborn old mother actually cried in front of people?
It sounds like my mother was stressed out for a number of days already. She was doing her best to knit a new bag for your mom on her birthday, apparently. When she realized she probably wouldn't finish it on time, she started overworking herself, trying to get it done, which just made things worse. When Miss Athena heard about it, she was yelling, crying, yet also embarrassed all at the same time. Frankly, the whole scene looked cute, seeing how worried she was. Not that I blame her, though.
This is unbelievable.
Miss Athena actually has a really good side to her, it seems. I really misunderstood the whole situation as well.
I never knew she had that sort of side to her. I'm utterly astonished. Well, it's good to hear that your mom regained consciousness at least. That's a relief. Anyway, it seems like things have finally settled down. So how about you just come back already? I'm tired of staying here at my old house. I'll be going home too, so you can pick me up along the way, okay?
Huh? Pick you up? What are you talking about?
Oh yeah. Make sure you pay my mother back for the money she spent on the food, okay? She bought a lot of stuff for the party, you know. You should probably give her a little extra for the trouble she went through as well.
I mean, sure, of course I'm going to pay her back. But I'm certainly not going to come pick you up. Why would I do that? I don't plan on seeing you ever again, actually. So how about you just stay there at your old house instead?
Wait, what? You won't pick me up? What do you mean by that? You're joking, right?
Oh, that's right. You also can't stay there, right? Miss Athena just disowned you and wanted you out of her house, right? Sorry, I forgot. I can't imagine what it's like being thrown out by your wife and your mother at the same time. I guess things aren't really looking good for you at this point, huh?
Wait, hold up a second. What do you mean by all this? You're not picking me up? You aren't planning to see me again? I'm confused. What's going on here?
Oh, did you forget what you told me? We're getting divorced. I certainly don't want to be your wife any longer.
What? Are you kidding me?
When I heard that my mom collapsed, I was at a complete loss as what to do. I was utterly terrified. And what did you do when I reached out to you? Did you try to reassure me? Did you come see me and tell me it would be all right? No, of course not. You did nothing but fuss about how I wasn't going to that damn birthday party at your mom's house. You acted like some birthday party was more important than my mother being in the hospital. I can't stand to even see you any longer. Please, just get the divorce proceedings started already.
Wait. Huh? What sort of stupid things are you saying now? There's no reason for us to get divorced, is there?
Huh? But you said it yourself, didn't you? If the whole party just got canceled today, then we'd be getting divorced.
Wait. That was just all a joke. Wasn't that obvious? You stupid woman. You shouldn't be taking things like that so seriously. I mean, it was all just something that got on my nerves, that's all. Don't go saying you'll be divorcing me so lightly. That's a serious thing to say.
I see two problems with what you're saying there. First, you're contradicting yourself, considering you started shouting about a divorce pretty quickly earlier today, you hypocrite. And second, I'm not saying any of this lightly. I'm being completely serious.
Huh?
There's a courthouse near this hospital. I'll get some divorce papers from there. Miss Athena is willing to sign as a witness to the whole thing, too.
Wait a second. You're saying that my mother is agreeing to the idea of us getting a divorce too?
I don't see why that's much of a surprise. She did say that she wanted to disown you after all. She said she was ashamed of having a son like you who treated his wife so poorly. I don't think she'd be against getting you out of my life either. Anyway, I'll be giving the partially completed papers to her, and she'll hand them over to you to sign. Make sure you fill out everything properly, okay? And don't try to contact me again.
No, wait, Heidi. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to us. You can't just leave me like this. You can't just end our marriage like this. Don't you love me anymore? Don't you remember all the good times we had together?
Love? Good times? What are you talking about? All I remember is how you treated me like dirt. How you ignored me, insulted me, and belittled me. And I have had enough, Edwin. And you don't deserve me.
No. Heidi, please don't go. Please don't leave me alone. Please don't break my heart.
Congratulations on finally divorcing my pathetic excuse for a son. I just finished filing the divorce papers at the courthouse. Thank you very much. I also talked with him for a while and got him to agree to send you a considerable sum of money in lieu of going through alimony proceedings. I hope it's enough for you to get your footing and start living on your own without too much trouble. Wow. I don't know what to say other than thank you so much. It's all thanks to your help that this whole divorce went as smoothly as it did. Well, I couldn't just leave you to deal with it alone. He is my son, even if he is an idiot. Sometimes the mother has to take responsibility for her children. There's no need to thank me. It's the least I could do. What you should be focusing on now is enjoying your single life and figuring out what to do next, not worrying about these things anymore. Just be careful. It can be hard getting used to life after marriage. It will take a lot of work to be independent again, so don't give up. I understand. I'll do my best. Thanks for the vote of confidence. I won't let you down. Hey, don't you go getting too carried away now. I'm just trying to give you the last bit of advice I can as your soon-to-be ex-mother-in-law. Oh, right. That reminds me. I got word from the hospital. Mom's condition looks like it's improving, and she's projected to make a complete recovery. She told me that she can't wait to get back to knitting class after being discharged. Sure, I may have divorced Edwin, but I hope you and Mom continue getting along really well. She's really happy to have you as a friend. Well, of course, I feel the same way. You don't have to tell me twice. I'm looking forward to seeing her there again. I'm glad to hear it, though she does have quite a few boring days left alone at the hospital. I'm sure she would be happy if you came to see her while she's stuck there. Maybe you could bring her some flowers or a magazine or something. That's a good idea. I think I'll do that tomorrow. Thanks for letting me know. No problem. Anyway, I've got a lot of luggage to move, so I need to get going. Thank you so much for all of your help. I don't know what I would have done without you. You're very welcome, Heidi. And don't worry about the luggage. I hired some movers to help you out with that. They should be arriving soon. Really? You did that too? You're amazing, Miss Athena. Oh, stop it. You're making me blush. Well, it's true. You've been more than generous and kind to me throughout this whole ordeal. And you've been more than brave and strong to endure it. After that was all done with, my mom finally got discharged from the hospital with no serious issues. It sounds like she and Miss Athena have started going to their knitting class again and are having a wonderful time together. They also chat and laugh a lot, and sometimes they even invite me to join them for lunch or coffee. They've become really good friends, and I'm happy for them. As for Edwin, well, he got kicked out of his parents' house for his terrible behavior. He managed to rent out a studio apartment near his office and has been living a lonely life ever since. That said, he's unfortunately not entirely out of my life as he's been sending creepy texts to me from time to time. He's been asking if I understood how important he is yet, or other weird stuff like that. He's also been begging me to take him back and give him another chance. Of course, I ignored them, instead choosing to forward those messages to his mother instead. She has no trouble throwing barbs back at him. She always seems to have a new comeback, like how he doesn't have any important qualities himself, or how he should focus on his work instead of bothering me, or how he should find a new wife who can put up with his nonsense. She's even threatened to cut him out of her will entirely if he doesn't stop harassing me. Well, as long as he's out of my hair, it's good enough for me. I'm just glad that I'm free of him and his family drama. I'm also glad that my mom is doing well and that she has a new friend in Miss Athena. I'm also glad that I have a new job that I love and that pays well. I'm also glad that I have a new boyfriend who treats me with respect and kindness. He's also very handsome and smart, and he makes me laugh a lot. He's everything that Edwin is not, and I'm very happy with him. Life is good now, and I hope it stays that way.